Okay, so for this layout, I'm doing number 11. Looks like one picture up here and then a couple strips of paper so you can decorate it. And then I'm going to use Echo Park Little Ladybug. So I've got all the papers here. I've actually got some die cut pieces too. So I've got cardstock stickers and the die cut pieces. So okay, so I've gotten my strips of paper cut, got my couple pictures, so I'm gonna actually do 3. It only shows one up here and then title and journaling, but I don't really have much to journal, so I figured I'd do that in place of the journaling. I'm not sure what my title will be. I already picked out some of the die cut pieces that I liked. I also have this sticker sheet, and then I also bought some little ladybugs. I don't know if it'll work on here. They're like wood ones. I think I got these off of Temu. So I thought maybe I would add a few of these on. They've got a little bit of dimension, but there's a foam sticker, so I might take those off. So I'm gonna start by getting these papers adhered down. I decided just to use plain white cardstock. I was just gonna use the red paper with the black polka dots on it, but then I really like the contrast of that white polka dotted paper with the black background. So I pulled in the white cardstock. Initially I was thinking about doing just plain black cardstock, but I thought that paper would kind of blend in a little bit too much. So I opted to stick with the white cardstock. This collection, I've had it for probably, I wouldn't say a year, but probably close to that. And this is, I think, the first layout I've done with it. It's funny because with the sketches, I've been trying to pull out collections that I know have been sitting there for a while that I just haven't, had a chance to really get out and use. And so I'm really trying with each of these sketches to try to pull something different, just to give a wide variation in my layouts. Plus, on top of that, I used to be a scrapbooker that would go in order, a chronological scrapbooker, but then I found myself getting kind of bored with that. And because I have so many collections and different supplies and things like that, I find I draw more inspiration if I'm kind of jumping around a little bit. And so these couple pictures are from my daughter from I think 2022. So and I just liked, she's nothing really Ladybug related, but she had that red outfit on, so I thought that would go really well with this paper. So of course this is Echo Park, and I might end up needing to get another sticker sheet because I kind of use quite a bit. Like I've said, I think I've said in my unboxing videos of Echo Park, I love their paper. Their paper is adorable. It's really good quality. Their ephemera, as you could see with like that cardstock sticker set, a lot of it is phrases, and same with like the ephemera, so like the die cut pieces, a lot of it's phrases. I could use like more flower bunches, more little ladybugs. I mean, there's quite a bit of ladybug stickers on the sticker sheet, but they're all for the most part going like kind of walking the same way. So that's kind of like the difficulty I run into with Echo Park is the ephemera part of it. So I might end up having to get another cardstock sticker or try to figure out a way to remedy that, because this is an adorable collection. It's just the ephemera is just not enough for me. And I'm kind of a maximalist anyway, so I tend to use a lot of ephemera. So I decided I wanted to pop these pictures up on some kind of backing. I had pulled out that black and white checkered paper, but I just felt like it was the pictures popped off the page more with just this plain black cardstock, which I usually find that that's typically the usually true of pretty much almost all the pattern paper. I think because pattern paper, the patterns tend to be a little bit further apart. It kind of gets lost when you're cutting like a really thin mount like this. So I feel like just the, plain cardstock typically does a better job of helping to pop the pictures off the page. So. And my daughter was in the room with me when I was completing this layout, and she thought that bottom picture of her, she said it was creepy. And I was like, honey, it's just because you're really close up, and it just was kind of like you were looking at the camera weird. And but she was like, it's kind of a weird picture of me, but I'm like, I still think it's cute. So anyways, these sketches are great because, again, this is not a way that I would typically lay out a layout. Like, I would not think to put a couple pictures up at the top. And I'm not usually a very vertical-minded layout person. Like, I tend to put a lot of my stuff on horizontals, I've noticed. At least that's how I feel. So this is kind of nice because normally I would have flipped it and had the white going horizontal, but it's kind of... that's what I like about the sketches, because it really does. It makes you do things in a way that you normally wouldn't do. So kind of the issue I ran into here with this was I liked a lot of these tags and stuff, but they would either blend in with the white background, or like that So Lovely. I thought that was really cute, but it blended in with the red background. So it was kind of one of those things where I was like, what do I use here? That little ladybug to the right hand side of the upper pictures, that was from the cardstock sticker set. So that's not something I've actually adhered down. I will de-stick everything with my tool down there. That, I don't know, I'm like 50-50 on that tool because it gets clogged up a lot. So I need to maybe try to pick a different tool out. But when it works, it works great. But I'm finding it gets clogged a lot. I like this Cute as a Bug. I don't really, I guess, technically have like a real definitive title on this. I think with the sketch, I think the title was supposed to maybe be down where that bigger picture is of her, along with your journaling. So right now I'm just de-sticking that sticker. So there were only a couple like little floral bunches in this on the cardstock sticker sheet. So that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, I would have liked more, more florals and things like that, a little bit less sayings and title-y type pieces. So I decided I'm going to pull in a couple of these red ladybugs. So you can see there's like an assortment of colors, but I decided to, it made sense to keep this, mostly with red. I mean, there's a little bit of yellow, like you can see in that floral bunch there that I'm pulling in. There's a little bit of yellow, but and then I decided to switch out this Oh Happy Day with this cardstock sticker that says, I think it's like Our Little Ladybug or something like that. So I guess technically that would be kind of my title, but and I'm just de-sticking it now. Yeah, I think this is our sweet ladybug, our sweet little ladybug. And so now I've gotten everything adhered down, and then I'm just going through the cardstock sheet and seeing what else I want to add on to this. So I will add on a few ladybugs here. I'm kind of being indecisive about where I want this, so. And I honestly, I would have probably stuck way more ladybugs on this, but I was like, let's just not go too crazy with it. Um, I considered doing like some black paint splatters on the white because I'm one of those that like, I like I don't want to say everything covered, but it's like the stark white for me was kind of like, do I do something with that? But I feel like it makes sense since a lot of the cardstock stickers and that have white elements to them. I just decide in the end to just leave it be. But I'm totally a more is more kind of person. Like I will use up a ton of embellishments. But again, with this, that's my biggest issue with Echo Park is I feel like a lot of their ephemera typically are sayings, and then and not as many like drawings of like like for example ladybugs or floral clusters or there's elements of strawberries in here. So that's my biggest complaint. But I love their paper. I think their paper is all really cute. And that's probably why I didn't sit down and use this collection yet, because you're kind of limited to the cardstock and the ephemera packs. It's like a little ladybug paper clip. Thought that was really cute. And then I put a wood ladybug in each of the clusters. So the one on the left, you can't, like underneath the left-hand picture, you can't really see it, but it's kind of next to that as. I was really considering trying to put, like, see, you can see I'm like, I don't like this blank space here. So I was trying different pieces, but ultimately I was just like, nah, I don't really like any of it. I just leave it be. I was looking at the cardstock sticker. I'm like, is there anything else I would want to put here? And ultimately I decided just leave it be. It's cute as is. You don't need to fill every crevice and corner. So here are a few close-up shots. I will include the playlist down below, as well as the Facebook group. I really appreciate you for coming by to watch another process video.